The barn stank of hay, rot, and silence. I pushed open the door, expecting livestock. Instead, I saw my daughter, chained, ankles bruised, skin pale beneath the flickering light bulb. She slept curled against the straw, not like a woman, but like an animal cornered. Her husband leaned against the stall, arms crossed, smirk sharp enough to cut. "Animals stay with animals," he said. The words hung in the air: contempt, ownership, finality. I didn't argue. Rage doesn't announce itself, it calculates. I pulled a knife from my coat, cut her chains, and lifted her trembling body. We vanished into the dark. Behind us, his phone rang. He answered with a chuckle. A voice crackled through the static. Did he find her? His expression faltered. A single pause. Then the mask returned. "Yes," he said, "but it won't matter." We drove through the night, headlights carving tunnels through the black. She whispered only fragments, nights without food, punishments for speaking, his words drilled into her like commandments. Each sentence was a wound, each silence worse. I had missed the signs, the subtle hesitation when she spoke of him, the way her voice cracked on calls, then recovered too quickly. I told myself it was nothing, that she was strong, that marriage was complicated. But chains in a barn weren't complications, they were war. And the phone call, his calm response, it told me something deeper. He wasn't alone in this. Someone else knew. Someone else helped him build this prison. Betrayal never lives in isolation, it breeds in circles. I didn't tell her, not yet. She had survived enough. I kept my voice steady, my hands firm on the wheel, but inside, the storm had already begun. I started quietly. Phone records, financial statements, small-town whispers that rose when his name was mentioned. It wasn't hard. The arrogance of men like him always left trails. I discovered payments sent monthly to an anonymous account, messages deleted but not erased, a second phone hidden in his truck, and then photos. Women, younger. A pattern of captivity dressed as control, each face blurred but recognizable in posture, in fear. My daughter wasn't his first cage. She was simply the one who lived long enough for me to find her. The betrayal deepened when I traced the anonymous account. It led not to strangers, but to family. My own brother, her uncle. He had known, funded it, protected it. The storm in me turned surgical. I kept my daughter safe, kept her silence intact. She thought I was angry. She didn't see the calculation. I wasn't angry, I was patient. The truth arrived in a manila envelope. Inside, wire transfers, photos, recordings of conversations between her husband and my brother. Plans made over drinks, laughter shared over cruelty. I listened once, then again. Each word cut deeper than the last. It wasn't just abuse, it was conspiracy. Betrayal engineered by blood and bound by greed. That night, I invited them both to meet. Neutral ground, a farmhouse they believed abandoned. I let them arrive first, let them sit together, their laughter echoing against empty walls. I stepped in with the envelope, placed it on the table. "Read," I said. They did. Their eyes shifted. My brother first, shock spreading across his face as though he had never expected me to survive this far. My son-in-law followed, mask cracking, jaw tightening, denial on his tongue. But denial drowns fast in evidence. I watched them unravel, and I did not flinch. My brother stammered, reaching for excuses. Blood, mistakes, misunderstandings. I cut him off. "You chained her like cattle. You laughed while she starved. You thought silence would protect you. Silence now betrayed them." I slid copies of the evidence across the table. Every document, every recording. They're already out there. Lawyers, journalists, authorities. If I don't return home by morning, they'll have it all. Their faces collapsed. Her husband leaned forward, snarling, "You'll ruin us." I met his gaze. "No, you ruined yourself. I'm only turning on the lights." The weight of exposure crushed them more than bullets ever could. I saw it in their eyes, the realization that their empire wasn't destroyed by violence, but by truth, sharpened to a blade. I stood, left them sitting in their collapse. Dawn rose as I drove back. My daughter slept in the seat beside me, her breathing steady for the first time in months. She didn't know the details. She didn't need to. She only needed freedom. I thought of my brother, my blood. I felt nothing. Blood is irrelevant when it poisons itself. I thought of her husband, his arrogance, his certainty. The chains he forged now bound him tighter than iron ever could. There was no pity, no satisfaction, only clarity. Betrayal had always lived close. I had simply chosen not to see it. But now the veil was gone, and as the sun broke the horizon, I knew with brutal certainty they had chained her to the hay. I had chained them to the truth. And truth does not break.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.